Hi everyone, so I'm showing you here our software development project where we develop our products. Here is our main Kanban board. As you see, it has multiple states like to do, selected for development, kickoff, and so on. So we basically use company managed project here, plus we also use Streamlines. Here, as you see, is a project workflow. It's a bit complex, but you can transition to any state. So we have the following state. It usually starts from backlog. Backlog is not visible on the Kanban board, as you see, it's not here. The next state is next and to do. Basically, it's where software development starts, but we will simplify them and remove. The next stage is kickoff. In kickoff, people basically prepare for development. They ensure that ticket is ready, task is understood, create checklist, security checklist, and reviews are prepared, task is split, and so on. Zones are in progress, it's when software development starts. The next stage, there is a code review and it's testing and so on, and then it's merged. When it's merged, it's released to production. So we have also called the code review stage. We have a optional in QA stage where the same person or someone else tests the feature. And when it's ready to release, we put it into release, as well as if there is an issue in waiting for third party, there is a column for this. So here's how it looks. As you see, we have here those states, plus we have our whole team here, and we use epics for our products. We do use labels for different things like security, blockers, important. For example, if issue is marked as important or blocker, it ends up in this expedite column. If an issue has a growth label, it comes here. If an issue has a product column, it comes here. The rest of things come here. Then, of course, we have a quick filters here. As you see, we basically have projects as the filters. We have first most important things are blockers, security, compliance, and so on. Then, like it's a personal filter for reviewing, bugs, growth, and the rest of our products. So pretty straightforward. Let me quickly show you as well the issue fields. So here I opened an example issue for developer communication. As you see, we have a reporter, we have assignee who is working on the issue, we have reviewers, as well as we do use labels to indicate different things. We don't use estimates for Kanban board because we try to do it as soon as possible. And then we also have additional field called review artifacts. When an issue is done or close to be done, we put there like documents, designs, pull requests, and code reviews, and so on and so forth. Another interesting part here, as you see, we have epics, which indicates a product, in this case, where this issue is used. We have a checklist. We do use checklist often, but I don't think we use it in this issue. And we do have here. So basically, we ensure that each issue before it moves in progress has things to do in a checklist. On top of this, as you see, we linked issue to the main project, which is our another project, which is called Project Central, which indicates this issue is part of that bigger project, and it's mentioned on those Confluence pages. So it's pretty straightforward issue view. It allows you to clearly understand what is linked to, who is working on it, people who need to review the things, what are the review artifacts, which we jump in this field. Yet another pretty interesting point here is to show you how we use Jira Automation. So for Jira Automation, here those Streamlines are mentioned. For Jira Automation, we have a few rules. So as you see, in Jira Automation, we created a few rules. Some of them failed. So the first rule, which is so the first rule is pretty simple. An issue transition to in progress, we don't allow issue to be transitioned to in progress without a QA checklist. And then if issue doesn't have a QA checklist, it moves back to kickoff, and we add a comment that you cannot move an issue without a QA checklist. It helps ensure or increase quality of things. Okay, here's another automation rule, which says you cannot move issue to in progress from in progress without PRs. So if issue is in progress but it moved to code review, it must have review artifacts. If they are empty, it moved back to in progress. So let me explain this again. So if we do use the review artifacts field, and if there are no review artifacts, you cannot move task to in review stage. Otherwise, it's moved back to in progress, and you add a comment, which is pretty cool rule. Another rule which we have is add reviewers as watchers, because as you've seen, we have a field called reviewers, and if someone adds to reviewer, we want to ensure that that person becomes a watcher as well. So it's pretty interesting to see visually who reviewers are, as well as let them know about issue progress. Another one which we tried but we didn't stick. So if pull request was merged, in this case we use GitHub, then issue was transitioned to merged state. However, it didn't work for us because we have often many pull requests against one issue, so the issue shouldn't be moved to merged, ready to release, unless all pull requests merged. And last but not least, the rule we had: if a pull request was created, we wanted to move issue to we wanted to add the pull request to review artifacts, plus move issue to transition issue to code review. We used it for a bit, but then again didn't stick well, because sometimes again you have multiple pull requests, and with multiple pull requests this rule doesn't work very well. And last but not least, I want to show you how we use software tools integration in Jira. So as you see here, we have a pull request assigned to Jira ticket. We use Jira as a part of our GitHub, and you can see it's very easy to see if there is a pull request and all checks are passing, because the green reviews are passing all the green, so people can straight away go and merge things. It helps a lot to understand the state of this artifact. If you have any questions about software development with Kanban and Jira, please let us know and we'll share more details.